Hello folks, today is November the 22nd. I'm here to give you a quick tour of the garden and how the colors are looking right this minute. I was enjoying these birds going down the feeder there, so I said why not, let's start the video with showing off these guys. Can see that guy there, I think it's a bluebird, and behind is a very beautiful yellow sangokaku that I have. But anyways, I'm going to stand up, get up, and these guys are gonna fly away, unfortunately, but I just wanted to show that before I begin with the tour. So a lot happened this week since the last video that I posted. Colors have been changing, there's been a lot of wind. A lot of the maples have the curly leaves right before they fall, but some of them are still showing or are starting to color actually. Like this one that is backlit right now by the sun, it's beautiful. I'm gonna show you the front side in a second, but this one is green tea. Just want to start to show you again what's going on this time of the year. You can see like a wide look of the garden. It's still a lot of color, and lots of trees are already completely naked, just twigs if you will. But what's good about that is that it lets you appreciate everything else that's still standing, and the evergreen plants like this one here, that is basically adding a structure to the winter days in this garden. But this one is a Indian summer, Acer japonicum. It's looking pretty. There's a branch there at the bottom, and then on the top there's more leaves here. There you go, that's Indian summer. If I keep going, I'm just gonna stop at the things that are worth mentioning. This one is a beauty right now, and it's starting to get the color. It's pretty windy right now. This one is a paper bark maple, or Acer griseum. Let's see if the wind stops for a second so you can focus on the beauty of the leaves. If I keep going this way, you will see on the top there's more color. There you go. This one is doing very well here. I'm extremely happy with it. And if I look at the bark, you can see it's peeling off. It's doing the papery thing that it's known for. So that's going to be the winter interest for this tree. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying the coloration of these leaves. All right, so this one is Shikadi. Not a super popular tree. It's looking quite good. Then if I'm coming this way, this one is one of my latest acquisitions. This one is Mama Fu. Again, I like this, I mentioned this before, I like this sort of like pale green, bluish, that it's pretty unique. I haven't seen it in any other maple. And it's turning into some reds and, let's get some sun there, some reds and oranges, as you can see. Now this one is Maltese cross. I just love, this is the best name for this tree. Look at that leaf, it does look like a Maltese cross. And I got some chipmunk action going on there. It's a lot of wildlife in this woodland garden, and that's what I love about this too, like the habitat for all these creatures. And there goes another chipmunk. Eye candy starting to change. Look at the beautiful reds with that reticulation. So cool. And down here have the infamous marmalade. Oh, looks like there's a ladybug. Marmalade is starting to turn. Another one of my latest acquisitions. This one is rainbow. This is what rainbow looks in the summer, and it's starting to look more like this fire engine red color. If I keep going, this one is still mostly green, but it's starting to get the memo that fall is here, and this is what it's doing. The entire tree will look like this pretty soon, and this one leaf is trying to change, but yeah, this is Kihachicho. Orion is looking pretty interesting right now. Let me go in here. It has these very small and serrated leaves that are more like almost like a circle. Orion, pretty tree. I like that shade of orange. All right, moving on. This one here is looking pretty neat. Benihoshi, or I think it's red stars or ruby stars. It's starting to change, and there's a couple of leaves that are changing up here. It's just beautiful. Really beautiful. I think that's a Japanese beetle. Anyways, really liking this one. Moving on to the next tree, this is Ariadne, which this year was a very strange year for my Ariadne. It got hurt in the summer because there was a lot of problems with dry weather, and it came back, but the leaves are very, very small and not Ariadne-like, the colors. So I had better shows of Ariadne in other seasons. Moving on to one of my favorite maples. This one is Moonrise, and it's doing his yellow and green display. Let's see right here. Moonrise. This one is, let me get this way. This one is Seka Yatsubusa, and this one that looks like a little conical shape, it's Squirt. Down at the bottom it's starting to change, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. It looks like it's gonna be pretty spectacular. Angel the Prince, super slow growing, and it's turning a little bit. And if I turn around here, oh, I wanted to show you my Viridis. It's a little past its prime. You can see the curliness of the leaves. This one was spectacular just 3 days ago or so. Right here we got Pink Princess, variegated witch's broom, glowing embers is starting to turn, not much going on though. This one is I can never remember the name. Ruby de Sofia. And I should remember because I really like this one. Let's come this way. This is the Sangokaku that I opened the video with. This one is Shiraname. But that one leaf is looking good. It's next to the, what's it, gray, silver ghost, Elysium or Anise. So that one is one that is gonna be staying like this for the whole winter, and it's a lovely plant. So right here next to it, gosh, I'm forgetting all the names, bear with me. This is Aocha Yabu no Su or something like that. Elizabeth, looking great. Look how dense that is. And those bright reds with the purple, very cool tree. This one is Sumagaki. This is the one that has the painted nails. And this guy, it's super bright, the sun is hitting it right away, right on it. This one is Giant Moon. Cool tree. All right, curly leaves, and more curly leaves. The oak leaf hydrangea here is looking great before it loses all of its leaves, and again it also has like that paper bark, so you can see how it's peeling right there. This one is Ruby Slippers, and you can see here how all the hostas are sort of like being swallowed by the earth, which is great in a way because it gives me the opportunity to see things that I don't really see when everything is kind of like happy and super dense and tall, like in this case this leopard plant called Firefly with the spotted leaf. I have 3 of those. This one is Villa Taranto. It's like linear lobum, strap leaf, turning yellow. Naniwa Beni. It's still pretty green, and in fact, there's new growth there. So eventually, well, it looks like there is a red leaf there. I think it's gonna change colors pretty soon. And this is the green tea that I was showing in the beginning of the video against the sun. This one is a beauty. And probably by tomorrow or in a couple of days, the whole tree is gonna look this fiery red. It's so beautiful, the shape of the leaf. And I don't see it a lot, like nobody talks about it too much. But this one is really cool, especially this time of the year. Green tea. And the next one that is doing quite well, showing off, is this little guy here. Otos dissectum, O-T-T-O, Otos dissectum. has a very fresh green for the entire summer, and now it's doing this show of green, reds and pinks and oranges. Quite beautiful. Now, right above it, there's this Bronze Age, completely green. Not even a sign of fall. So I don't know, it's gonna be maybe next week when I get to see some color here. We shall see. And that is more of that Indian summer that I showed earlier on this side of the garden. All right, let's move this way, and my Sangokaku looking beautiful, past its prime, but it's still beautiful. And Usumidori, look at this guy. Talk about bright reds. Super yellow in the springtime, and I forgot about this tree in the fall, or maybe this is the first time it's showing off like this. But Usumidori, it's really cool. Gosh, look at that leaf. Beautiful tree. Then down here I have Aoyagi, which is kind of a mess, but it is starting to turn, so I will soon be able to see a yellow mess from a green mess. Okay, picking it up. Oh, this one. Kumoi Nishiki, look at that. Oh man, it's so beautiful. And beautiful part is that there's so much variation between the leaves and the colors. It's a beauty. And it's a beauty year round because it has this variegation the entire year, and then in the fall you get this show of colors that is pretty extraordinary. I think it's a Pseudosylvaldianum Kumoi Nishiki. Highly recommended. And then this Ryusen is putting up quite a show as well. I showed it in one of the short videos the other day, and it's next to this ginkgo, so it's a nice pairing right there. If I go down, I'm training it to be some sort of like a spiral before I let it weep down, but it's a pretty tree. Ryusen. Okay, now this one finally is turning curly lamppost. Curly lamppost. I think this is the same as Rezek, R-E-Z-E-K, which is a very columnar type of tree, and it's an oddity. Everybody asks me about it, but I got it as curly lamppost. And now check this one out. This one is Misty Moon. Beautiful oranges. Very windy today. Misty Moon. Okay, another one worth mentioning and showing is this one, Yellow Orange. It's doing its orange thing, which is famous for. Very attractive tree. Let's see if I can get the whole tree. Really beautiful. Yellow Orange. I wonder who or what is Yellow, or who is Yellow. Anyways, if you know, let me know. Okay, this one is looking great. This one is Rainy Day, similar to Higasayama and Eye Candy, but it's doing that multicolor fall thing, and it's really beautiful. See, those are the variegation, like the Eye Candy and so on. There's a lot of trees that are similar, so I think Starry Skies is one. Alpenweiss, which I don't have. Now let's continue this way. This one is an Osmanthus, not an Osmanthus fragrance, but everybody likes this tree when I show them the garden. This one is not a holly, even though it looks like one, but hollies don't bloom like this. What blooms like this? Osmanthus. So it's in full bloom. If you are familiar with a tea olive, they are very fragrant, and it's good to see that this one keeps some of that fragrance, and the tiny prickly leaves with these flowers are pretty cool to see. All right, let's keep going this way. I'm gonna pick it up. This one is Misakazuki. It's doing some colorful stuff. And a lot of people don't like Mahonias. I'm on Mahonia, on the Mahonia team. So this one is Marble Mahonia. I really like Mahonias. And it's going to bloom pretty soon. I have a couple of other Mahonia varieties that are blooming, and they are spectacular. They're prickly, as you can see, but great plants. All right, moving on. Oh, so unfortunately, my Shiraz is past its peak right now, so most of it is curly and tired. But during the week, it was so beautiful, entirely red, and the contrast with the Sangokaku in the back there and the Shiraz in the front made for quite a show. Great tree. And this is the regular tea olive. This is Osmanthus fragrance. Smells wonderful. All right, this is a Mahonia Soft Caress that it's actually in bloom right now. Typically we see some pollinators here because there's not much going on as far as pollen this time of the year. So, oh, there's one right there. There you go. Love helping these bees and pollinators. So this one is Miss Maple. Miss Maple. Most of the leaves are curly, but this batch of leaves is looking pretty good. And I have a bee that it wants to either thank me or attack me. I don't know. Anyways, Miss Maple, looking all right. This one here is a variegated azalea that stays evergreen, so again another winter interest type of plant. And this one here is Dragon Master, looking pretty good. I need to do a better job staking it, and apologize for the wind, but it is looking pretty cool. Dragon Master. Okay, Elysium, that's banana peel, looking really good. Again, another evergreen plant with this rhododendron that is also evergreen plant. And it's the time where my bihu is out of leaves and the sun is hitting it, and it's looking pretty good. It's glowing right now. Bihu. The idea is, again, I keep repeating this, but soon the Sangokaku is gonna look red, and the Aoyagi, the little bushy one behind the planter, that's gonna have a green bark. So it's gonna be green, red, and yellow barks for summer interest, or winter interest rather. Right here we have Noel. Let's see if I find any interesting color here. Well, that looks pretty nice. And what else? Lots of these are almost out of leaves. My Fatsia cannot get tired of these blooms. So let me go into this area where this guy is looking pretty amazing right now. This one is Garden Glory. I believe it's a Shirasawanum, but I could be wrong. Garden Glory. And right next to it, turning red, is Dulce or Dolce. Dulce. Okay, let's go back. Now this one is Shinde Shoujo. And Omato, not turning quite yet. But this one is Ornatum. It's looking pretty good. The sun is kind of harsh, but I do want to show you this one right here. Look at those leaves. This one is Ed Woods. I think it's Ed Woods 2, something like that. Huge leaves, and they are all turning beautiful. This one here is Tana, T-A-N-A. Love this tree. Some cool looking leaves right there. Okay, let's keep going. This little guy, Tendo. I don't think I've seen another Tendo in person, so it's quite unique. Small leaves, pretty dense, and it turns this yellow. Tendo. Now this one is looking pretty good. Tiger Rose. Really beautiful. Tiger Rose. And this one is Otaha. Past its peak. It still has some beautiful colors going on. Sagara Nishiki. It's really looking good. Let's see one that is away from the sun. Let me remove this. Okay. So look at that. Very cool. Sagara Nishiki. And this one is Tiny Stars. I love the burgundy from the old leaves turning into this super bright red. Sagara Nishiki, no, sorry, Tiny Stars. Then let's move on. Anything I missed worth showing? The one lonely leaf from Atarii is doing alright. Then this one is Sharp's Pygmy, very, very dense. The top is looking all curled up and dry, but if we look at the bottom, it's pretty beautiful. Sharp's Pygmy. Same thing is happening with my Takesimense. Look at that leaf, it's a beauty. And then this is my only Japanese green maple that is a seedling. Very fast growing, but just because it's a seedling, it doesn't mean it's not beautiful. It's gonna be this fire engine red, super bright, completely like this, probably in a couple of days, but it's gotten pretty large and I can stand under it. And it's cool to see the underleaves and how the sun hits it. So just because it's a seedling, it doesn't mean that it's any less beautiful. And then under it is Osakazuki, claim of fame. It's supposed to be one of, or it is one of the best reds in the fall, and you can see why. It's starting to change. Some leaves are very red, some others are going to be red. But you can see this is a red from Osakazuki, and then this is the red from a seedling. So yes, both are beautiful. And finally on this side, I want to show you, this one is looking pretty good as well. This one is called Eagle Claw. Beautiful serrated leaf lobes. Oh, and this one is Diva. Was looking so good yesterday. But I do like this tree a lot. All right, let's see if there's anything left. Oh yes, Acer Pictum Usugumo. We're coming to you. How interesting that is. Usugumo. Look how bright those colors are. I just did a short on this one because it definitely caught my attention. Badwing Maple. Acer Pictum Usugumo. All right. Let's see if there's anything worth mentioning here. My Dawn Redwood's looking great here, almost out of leaves. Trompenberg showing some color there. Gables Glory. I'm looking forward to seeing this in a couple of days. And that one really glowing right there. That's my Siriu. It's looking great. It's getting pretty large. This is Anne Irene. Nice looking tree. With the Carolina cypress, ice, whatever. And let me go this way real quick and show you this side of the garden, which I have my Rhode Island Red, which is a little meatball. And then this is the hot section. This is my hot tamale, looking pretty good. This is my hot sauce, and this is my hot chicken. And I'm gonna go through this gate. I've never done this in one of these videos. And forget the mess. But I have this the other cedar that I'm training to do weird shapes. Have the touch of gold surrounding them. But then if we go here, I wanted to show you this chrysanthemum. This is a beautiful chrysanthemum. Again, it's fragrant, and all of these pollinators, look at them. I mean, they're fighting for this thing. There's so much action and all kinds of pollinators some bugs that I've never seen before. The smell is intoxicating, and there's so much going on as far as life. It's a chrysanthemum that has this variegation on the leaves, on the tips. But it's just spectacular because you get so much entertainment from looking at all these flying things everywhere. There you go. Work it, work it. And then on this side, I also have a couple of things potentially worth showing. One of them being this trifoliate orange. This was covered with oranges. They are very sour and tart. They might be good for cocktails and maybe marmalades or jams. But it's getting ready to lose its leaves. And when it loses its leaves, then you get this gnarly looking tree with crazy thorns that are very, very, I mean, they can hurt. Telling you by experience, but extremely interesting tree. Trifoliate orange, it's called Flying Dragon. There's a miniature or dwarf version of it that is spectacular. Imagine like a bonsai size version of this tree. Then I do have, I'm telling you, I really like osmanthus or like tea olives. This is a variegated one that has pink leaves when they emerge. Very cool, and it has that tea olive sort of flower. There's a azalea that is blooming, and then This trifecta, or actually quadrifecta, or fiveferta, whatever, this is an orange rocket barberry turning, and then it's next to this wonderful gold spire ginkgo. Oh, I love that thing this time of the year. Those leaves are so beautiful. They look like butterflies. And then this one is fireball. Again, you can see the contrast between the yellow and the red, and I planted this little hinoki there. And then also on the back, top right, we have this jet black maple. And then we have yellow hostas and this purple shield. There's a lot going on and makes things very, very colorful. Kotonoito right here. It's not changing yet. There's some hints of color. And then I wanted to go this way again. Don't mind the mess, I'm gonna go super quick. But in the back of the carport, I have a couple of more things. I have a first ghost. This was really, really colorful a couple of days ago. Hime Shoujo. Then this one is Ukigumo. Red wing, which is almost out of leaf, but look at that, I just love that shape. And then Shiro here. Shiro is tall and skinny, but I'm getting yellows and from red wing, and from Shiro I'm getting red and green. Skinny and tall for Shiro. And with that, I wanted to thank you so much for watching, sticking around with me. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, comment. I love seeing your comments. And hopefully you'll have a wonderful Thanksgiving week if you celebrate. If not, have a great time anyways. Bye now.